What's up, Dragon Brood? So today, you get the conclusion to yesterday. I'm not gonna really tell you how the games went, but I can tell you we had pretty good luck and we managed to get paid. So your boy's getting $2,000. However, I'm gonna let you know this video is gonna be mostly pretty raw footage, mostly because I had a crazy weekend. I had some stuff I'm helping people with all the protests and stuff going on. I had a big thread go viral that I'm trying to manage right now, and there's just a ton of stuff happening. So please forgive me for that. I'm not putting the time to editing this, and it is a long video. It's probably going to be close to 3 hours, 2.5 to 2:45, I think. It was a long event. We went 7-1. It was awesome. I appreciate everybody for the support you've given me through all this and for coming to the channel. It's awesome. Please remember to like, subscribe, help us out. We're making a ton of crazy pace over the last couple days, making our way toward 1,000 subscribers before the end of the summer. And I super appreciate it with everything that's happening. But I hope you still enjoy this video, even though it doesn't have the normal production quality. I just unfortunately did not have the time to do that this evening and still get it up so you can watch it today. I will be doing a video sometime on Monday to follow up on the bannings announcements and probably even a deck list or two for maybe what we'll be able to turn the Gruel deck list into to deal with the, I guess, expected new metagame. So expect to see that sometime between Monday evening and early Tuesday. But for now, enjoy this video where we get to smash a whole lot of Yorian decks. Thanks again. I have no problem with that. I know we can get enough games in because I've done it on streams regularly. I'm going to take a second here, see if I can make some changes where I can blow this up. And I want to set this up in a way that my hand doesn't show so we can actually still have fun with y'all watching me play. But so this is going to look weird while I move things around, y'all. Sorry if it makes... Oh, wait. What the heck? Is it not going to let me do what I want to do? Oh, no. That sucks. I may just have to actually put a for real just bar around it. Actually, no. Okay, here we go. Nope, it's just going to put it back to max screen. It won't even let me adjust. It wants to automatically adjust to the frame. Okay. So, I know how I can do this. I need to... Because I was thinking about, like... I do have my logo. I could blow it up. But I was looking for something just a little cleaner. I'm going to try one other thing real quick. Otherwise, I mean, I could just use my PowrDragn logo or something. Put it over it. Let's see. Screen. On that, do it? Because then I could do that. Because see, what I was thinking was this, right? I could, obviously I'll put it behind my actual thing. Nah, it's not going to let me with either one. Okay. Well, that doesn't work anyway. Then yes, we will have to go the logo route. HyperX Alloy FPS keyboard. All right, I'm going to write that down. I've not used any HyperX stuff. I've seen a few people that use their microphone. I wasn't that huge of a fan of it, but their products show up a lot, so people actually use them. So I can't imagine they're that bad. But yeah, let me see. I can see if I can just add my actual logo and just put that over it. Let me go in here. I will tell y'all one thing, y'all. When you start doing content creation, you end up with so many files on your computer. I was always like, I'll never have a need for this many stuff. Now, like I actually had to get organized because I just had like so much stuff on this machine. But I have like different folders for like the podcast, for streaming stuff, for my logos, for just a ton of things. Let me see if I can use this one. Yeah, that'll work. Let me see. I can change the dimensions of this window a little bit like this. And like this. And then... Oh, it's not going to show the whole thing. That's weird. Let me see if I have a better one. That's just kind of like junky production. That's true. That's a good call, actually. Takawe, I like that. Yeah, see, Matumbo, you feel my pain. Like, that's a real thing. That's pretty funny. Actually, let me see if this one works better. Yeah, I could just move my face over that. Change the overlay entirely. Let me see how this works. That might actually work perfectly. All right, let's hop in here and find out. If not, I'll adjust it while we go along. I'm sure nobody's going to stream snipe game one. If they do, more power to them. All right, so just so y'all know, I'm actually playing Gruul today. No surprise. I decided I was not, even though I've been building all these other decks, I didn't want to play other things that I either didn't have a lot of experience with, or I just knew I wasn't going to enjoy as much. So if I just 0-2 in this thing, so be it. I'm going to 0-2, and I'm not even going to be mad about it. All right, let's see. Just so y'all know, because of the time frame and things going on, if you cash in channel points for Two Truths and a Lie or a bad joke right now, I probably am not going to be able to honor those at this point. Just let you know. There's a lot happening right now, so now's not the time. But anything else, we can probably still do at some point after the stream or after the event. Yeah, we'll keep this. Let me make an adjustment. There we go. That should do the trick. Works perfectly. Let me see if I can adjust this just a little bit though, so y'all can still see like life totals and stuff maybe. There you go. I think that's reasonable. If somebody sees I have like a land or something, I don't really care. We just started, Polanco. I'm racing the clock to see how far along we can get. All right, just starting with the Pelt Collector, obvious. I think here, until I see what the opponent's playing, I'm probably just going to go with the Robber of the Rich. Though it looks like they might be playing Wilderness Reclamation, if I were guessing. So let's do this. No Growth Spiral or anything. Didn't bounce a thing. So just wait until end of turn Growth Spiral? Is that what we're doing? Or not? Okay. Here comes the Brazen Borrower. At least I would assume. Why else are we highlighting cards here? There we go. Okay. Well, at this point, that's what I'm going to assume we're up against. But they only went blue, blue, green, which means you don't have to worry about Storm's Wrath or anything here. Which is kind of nice. Ooh, that's excellent. I mean, I don't really know... They have a Brazen Borrower. They could just play that. But our creatures aren't going to get swept. You know what? I'm just going to turn this into a 3-3. Mostly because then we can get full value whenever we play the Questing Beast next turn. Oh, is this a Mystical Dispute? Oh, Sabotage. Alright. Well, that didn't work out anyway. But the opponent only has 3 cards in hand, really. Because we're literally not worried about Brazen Bar at this point because it doesn't block any of our stuff. And we have a Robber of the Rich in case we really need to block it. And actually, technically, Ceratops could too on a coming turn. They're taking a long time with this Surveil. If it's Flash, I'm not as worried. Because they can only take so much damage. And eventually, we're just going to hit them with the Ceratops. So if they don't play anything on their turn, then I'm willing to just drop a Ceratops up front. Because if they're only playing blue and green, they're not going to have a real answer to it. Unless they're just going to play Flash Wolf, which they might. But I think I still need to bait it out. So if we're going to do anything, I think sadly I still have to play the Questing Beast. And see if they'll just trade for Flash Wolf. Otherwise, if they just have another counter, yeah, exactly. They have it. I'm okay with that. And next turn, we can play Robber plus the Stomp. So if they do play the Wolf, then we'll just shoot the Wolf. And then we'll try to wait on a land. Because you don't want to just trade the Ceratops for the Wolf, because that's a feel bad, because it's one of our better cards. I mean, eventually they're just out of cards, so you can't have counters and wolves for everything, you know? Alright, we'll resolve that. I mean, I guess they could have a Quench, but if so, we're just going to make them have it. And here I'm still going to, even though the opponent doesn't really have blockers here, I'm still going to make the Zertai Goblin a 3/3, just so I have the option of using a Domri's Ambush in case they do play a wolf. Because like next turn they could wolf block, then whatever's alive afterwards, I can use the Domri's Ambush, turn it into a 4/4 and kill it. Alright. Well, they don't have quenches, so we know that much. Now we just got to figure out what that last card is. It might just be a land at this point. Ooh. And we got a Ceratops, huh? Well, this seems more than fine. You only have one green. You didn't put that in on tap, so you definitely don't. Yeah, let's just do it. Oh, really? Is that it? Well, I guess if you play 30 creatures, eventually the opponents just run out of stuff. Yep. A pile of creatures will do that. Alright, so we definitely want another Ceratops. The problem is we still don't know what they're doing. I mean, they're playing Flash, but I don't know much more beyond that. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in these red cap melees, because those actually help for killing wolves, believe it or not. Yeah, this is definitely best of 3. That's what makes it so much better on day 2. I'm going to get rid of Klothys, because there's a chance we're not going to have a lot of things on the table at one time. Cut one Bone Crusher Giant. And really, the Scorching Dragonfires probably aren't good in this matchup either. And because of their counters, I have no doubt they're going to be bringing in Aether Gust, so I'm going to go down to just one Embercleave, and I think we're going to rock with that. I think that should be okay. Though I'm tempted to bring in just another Grazer over one of the Bone Crusher Giants. Well, that's what I'm wondering, because I don't know. They're only playing blue-green, but it is a 4/4 body, and that kind of makes a difference in this fight, because they don't have much to battle with it. Dark Knight Gaming, thanks. Welcome to the Brood, friend. Actually, you know, Cindervines might be more legit in this fight. Now that I'm thinking about it. Man, this is tough. It's not that hard to play. You just find something like Gruel that still does things, and it's awesome. I think I'm going to take that gamble. I'm going to cut Bone Crusher Giants, and I'm probably going to hate myself later. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. They haven't shown me enough yet. Let's just go with this. I started to, and then I changed my mind. I feel like I just haven't seen enough of them yet. And I'm doing pretty good, Dark Knight. I really don't like Bone Crusher in this matchup, though, but I think I'll keep it. I don't know. I think it's just a matter of how you navigate it. And it's a free event. That's the other thing, adjacent. It's weird. I have a sideboard card and a card I don't like. I think I'm going to mulligan this one. Well, that punished me. Serves me right for getting greedy. Alright then. Oh! This hurts. Alright. Scrap that. Scrap one of these. It's the MTG Arena Open. day 2. You had to qualify playing best of 1 yesterday. Had to go 7-2 or better. 7 wins before you got 2 losses, effectively. Or before you got 3 losses, sorry. And then you play today, best of 3. And you can play until you get 7 wins or 2 losses. Whoa, never not punished. Ooh, and we're going to get to see a card with Robber the Rich. How nice. Unless they have Unsummon, which, I don't know, they might. I've been seeing some random cards lately. Yep, exactly. Never didn't have it. No punishments on this part of the team. The thing is, though, Jason Human, like, it was a free roll, right? If you already had 4,000 gems or 20k gold, like, it was free. Like, I've made worse gambles on a scratcher lottery ticket, on a hand of blackjack. Like, so many things that were way worse value than this. Oh, no. See, I don't subscribe to the Arena Shuffler being rigged. Now, Best of 1 has the hand smoothing factor. You can talk about that, but if we're being honest, like, I see just as many awkward hands in Arena as I see in Paper Magic. I really do. I think when people... The problem is, like, as humans, we're... I guess we want to say trained or predisposed to remembering negatives to protect ourselves. So it's the same way like when you're playing poker, people remember the times where they hit the 1-outer and they won some big pot, or they win a big pot and they think they made the best play. But then when they get beat by the 1-outer, that hurts way more. So then it's like they just remember all their bad beats, you know? Yep, I like getting that card from them too, friend. I think I'm going to try to play it. And I'm not even going to cast a Zertog Goblin here. Make them counter their own dang thing. Oh, that's funny. And I got a quench off of them. I mean, it doesn't really matter if I play it now or in step or whatever. They're still going to bounce what they're going to bounce. So I don't care. Ha! They answer scattered their own dude. Awesome. Now we do have to watch out for the wolf here. If they get a land. Unfortunately, we missed a land, so I didn't get to play the Spellbreaker. The good news is I know they're -1 quench. We know that much. I think we have to attack, and then if they wolf, we just ambush the wolf. I think that's our plan here. And if they don't, yeah, there it is. Wait, they're just doing that pre-combat? Alright. Let's see if you block then. How much do you believe in this? That kind of randomly worked out. Now I just have to hope they don't... I mean, they're going to have either a counter or a second wolf here, though. I don't think we get that lucky. Yep, maybe, but, like, I think they would have been better off being able to trick us into taking damage. But, I mean, I guess if they just weren't going to block anyway, the play makes sense for them. Problem is now they are going to have a 3/3. And I have no guarantee that this attack step's going to get us through. I almost need a land just to play the Spellbreaker. Okay, as a 3/3 maybe? Or I mean as a 4/4? Problem is, once that gets countered, we're going to be up against it pretty heavily. Man, but they did bring in Essence Scatters. But they've already used one, and we know the quench, one of their quenches is gone. Oh, boy. And if we use this, they could also bounce the creature, but at the same time, they may have sided those out because those aren't great against this. Yeah, see, I had that thought too. It could be a Mystic Sandman. That did cross my mind. which has me debating what I want to play here. Because if we get a land, we still get the same effect out of the Questing Beast next turn. And if they counter something, they don't get a token this turn. So I think I'm just going to go ahead with... Actually, no, because we don't have the land yet. I think I'm just going to do this. So if we don't draw our land, we can still make an attempt with the Spellbreaker next turn. Okay, no attacks. But this is about to get tough, because they are going to end up with an extra creature here. Most likely. Though they're looking at playing something on their turn. Not sure what that would be. Really? Okay, then. Oh, they just weren't paying attention. See, we have so many creatures that have reached that people just forget. Oh, they tap. Oh, man. Do they have... They probably just have Quench in hand. They still didn't play a spell, though. Ah, and we didn't get our thing. That sucks. Though, this is interesting, because this allows us to turn something like a Pelt Collector into a 6/6. That's kind of appealing. But alright, we're probably going to get Essence scattered. Ah, such a bad feeling. Oh, it didn't. What? What? Oh. Really now? Well, crap. I don't even know what to do with this information now. Let me see. If I attack, we don't get any cards. Oh, we're still in our first match. Man, sadly, I still don't think I can attack here. I mean, we've just missed too many land drops, I think, that are starting to affect us. Because if this turn was Questing Beast, it would be a much easier call on attacking. Here, if I attack, they likely just double up on the wolves. Pelt Collector kills one wolf. Zertog Goblin gets blocked by the Ambusher, and then the opponent takes 2 from a robber. It's probably the best thing that happens. And then they end up with 2 wolves again anyway. So, yeah, no attack. I think if I had something else that I thought could push through, it would be worth it, but... Wait, what did they cast as to why they didn't get another wolf? Did I forget something? Ah, crap. That's a misplay on my part, then. Oh, well. I'm assuming you have a Sinister Sabotage. Oh, yeah. We needed something. Oh, man. Come on. Alright, something's gonna get bounced here, y'all. Let's just assume that's the case, but... Do I attack with just the 4/4s to check it out? Or let's say they're not going to block Spellbreaker, obviously. So if they bounce Questing Beast or Pelt Collector, they'll be dealing with just 2 4/4s. I don't... Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. I mean, if you just have another wolf, I'm getting wrecked anyway, because all these wolves are going to become 4/4s and the game's over. This is our first match, Spaghetti. Alright, well, the opponent's thinking something over. I don't know what it is, but... Oh, Shark Typhoon. Whoa. I mean, that's still rough. It's an extra blocker, but not the way I expected it was going to happen. Though, man, if they let our robber live, we might get to actually play their ambusher, which would be awesome. But I don't see it happening that way. Alright, that makes sense. I knew one of the 4/4s was going to get double blocked. Yep, knew that was going to get blocked by the ambusher. Makes sense. Yeah, definitely didn't see the other shark coming, though. That definitely changed things, for sure. We will kill a wolf, because a wolf is worse for us than the shark. Even though the shark flies. Those are the same, doesn't matter. So they take a whole 6 here, go to 2. Alright, maybe we could draw one of those giants and still win. Oh, they had an Aether Gust. Dang it. Alright, well, we have to decline it, unfortunately. Okay, good news is they don't get another wolf. But I think we're in bad shape here. We also can't mutate onto a Robber of the Rich. Yep, I think we're going to game 3, y'all. Don't have quite enough fuel to push past this, I don't think. Oh my. Yeah. They must just have the bouncy spells and or counters. So we're dead next turn. Yep. No outs here, unfortunately. Okay. Well, I can't complain too much. For a mulligan to 5, we did much better than I thought we were gonna. Okay. Knowing they're playing Sharknado, I kind of have to think about a couple things. And we're going to be on the play. I think I am going to bring an Embercleave back in. Hey, thank you, Cyber Monkey. Thinking I'm going to cut one Ceratops. Man, I think the Gem Razors aren't going to cut it here either. By the nature of the matches, I think I'm actually going to try to get a Clothis in there. Because Gem Razor is only going to really matter here if the game goes long enough where they actually play. Because they didn't show us they're playing any other enchantments, actually. So yeah, let's just do this. That's probably smarter. Let's try that. And then if they just get us with some enchantment, so be it. I'm willing to go down with the ship on that one. Record scrolling on screen. We are 0-0. We just started. And the opponent's doing a lot of sideboarding too, though, so this could be an interesting third game. All right, and we do get to be on the play at least. this seems reasonable. Let's go with it. I mean, we have a lot of 2-mana things in the deck, so hopefully we'll pick one up. Okay, that's good to have for later. Alright. Oh, deck you were supposed to deliver there. Come on now. Alright, let's attack first, see if maybe they just, for some reason, want to block one of our pellet collectors. They don't. Not a surprise. Okay, Clothis. How badly do I want to stick this? Yeah, worst case scenario, they're not playing a creature here if they do, so that's fine. Yep, Quench works. Come on, little dudes. There you go. That's what we were looking for. Now we almost want another land. So when we play Questing Beast, if they're able to cast a wolf, we can just kill the wolf and give up a land. Because that would make a huge difference. But we shall see. Well, we need it to be a non-temple land, actually, because if it comes into play tap, that doesn't help our cause. The only worst part about this matchup is that I built this with the idea of playing against a bunch of Yorian decks, and that obviously is not happening. Oh boy, that's not what I wanted to see. Alright. Sure. Alright, this might be the turn where we absolutely do need a land. That kinda does what we want to do. I mean, we'd still be able to trade, right? I'm just thinking how bad it would be if I, like, Ceratops, pass, have the 2/2/2s. Could attack with everything next turn, but I would need another red land to be able to play both Embercleave and Redcap melee, knowing one of them would get countered. Or at least one of them would get countered. And I don't necessarily want to give up a land here now that we know the Embercleave is in hand, so this is probably the play, sadly. Let's see the wolf. Yep, there it is. And that's why we didn't attack. Oh man, I would love to have played against Teamurek and Yorian. My sideboard's much better for those decks than this one. Now, the way this plan gets blown up, honestly, is if they have another wolf. This did not work at all. Definitely needed another land. A red land. Because now we kind of get our choice of either Embercleave or Red Cat melee. So now I have to attack with just... actually, let's do this. Let's turn the Pelt Collectors into 3/3s. So when the Ceratops dies, or if it dies, we'll turn the Pelt Collectors into 4 power creatures. Alright, so a Sabotage. Fine. We can live with that. Now we'll see... Well, we're just going to attack with the Ceratops anyway, either way. Opponent's just going to take it. Alright. Well, looks like we're giving up a forest here. Against our better judgment. Alright, so far so good. If their cards in their hand are just counters at this point, we might be okay. I mean, you can't bounce it, and you can block it with the wolf. Okay. The good news is, if they wolf, this might work. I mean, they do have the mana to wolf and sabotage or something if they wanted to. So if we attack, the best they could do... Well, I don't know. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. We'll have the mana to both Embercleave and activate Ceratops if we really want to. You're gonna bounce a Pelt Collector? Is that the goal here? Oh, Shark Typhoon. Okay. Is that game? Because if we make this a 6, that's 12. Minus 2 is 10. Yeah, I think that's it, y'all. Yep, that's going to do it. Alright, well, we got through one. Alright, that took a lot of work, but we got there. Ooh. Yeah, that was not easy. That game could have gone really wrong on the turn I played the Ceratops, actually. I think that's how close that was. I think if I chose poorly on that turn, it would have went real bad. Alright. Let's do it. Next game. Does it tell us how much time's left, or just says it's a time limit? Okay. Oh, that's true. Yeah, you did have to get at least one win to come out ahead. On day 2, anyway. Opponent goes first, and we're against Yorian. Ugh, I wish I had a 2-drop in hand. I would have absolutely kept this. I think I'm gonna anyway, though. Because if we pick up a 2-drop, we get 2 draws to do it. Exactly. I was like, that already makes it infinitely better. I mean, granted, there's a chance they're going to get swept because a lot of them are playing the deal 3 to everything or whatever, but that's fine. Oh, they're not even waiting. I like this opponent. Playing quick. Also nice that we picked up another untapped land, so we could play the Spellbreaker if we want to. And we cost them a land, which is good for us. Bad for them. Mostly because the cards we can take from them, they're not that good. They don't do anything for us. Occasionally we take it to Fairy. Yeah, that's about it. Alright, so assume they have another white land. Our cards are going to get swept. We could do 7 to them if we play the Spellbreaker as a 4-4. Can't play it as a 3-3 because we risk just losing everything and only putting the opponent at 6. So I'm going to do it knowing that we can possibly sneak out a Ceratops. We'll actually just play the Bonecrusher Giant next turn as a creature and then see if we can Ceratops the following turn. You don't want to set Ceratops out there until hopefully you get one good shot with it. Because end up just Elspeth Conquers Death or something on it, then you feel real bad. See you later, Palunko. Yeah, yesterday I took one shot. I played Neoform Winota. Went 7-2. Oh, all you had was the Fairy. Alright. That is most excellent. Okay, and they still don't have double white. You're not going to be able to kill the Spellbreaker. Oh, this is starting to feel real good, y'all. Alright, so if we attack the opponent down to 6 here, I can just shoot to Fairy. If they sweep the board... Oh, that's not enough. Oh, no, that'll put him at 5. Never mind. Yeah, that's perfect. Because then we can just kill him with Ceratops next turn. Sure, that's insurance, I guess. Let's go ahead and... I mean, play this for sport, I guess? Because it's not going to change our game plan either way. They're not playing shocks. I'm pretty certain.
Suppose that's how it was meant to happen.
Well, there's one shot of this guy. Yeah, this is the time where like just knowing what's in the other decks plays so much into our plays. Yeah, we're pretty good here. Because there's nothing the opponent can realistically do. Yeah. Well, that's not true. They could have actually played the White Omen, and they would have gained 2, and they'd be able to block 2 things. They would have gone to like 3, but still. Okay, so we definitely want Cinder Vines in this fight. We want this extra Gem Razor. We want the Ceratops. We probably don't want Bonecrusher Giants, because except for the times they randomly get to kill a Teferi or a token, they're not very good. Ember Cleaves are actually 50-50 in this fight, believe it or not. And I don't hate the ambush because it gives us more ways to kill their guy. I'm actually going to cut 1 Robber of the Rich. Since we're on the draw, we're not going to likely get much off of it anyway. Not much of an advantage. Still packing 28 creatures. Technically 30 if you count Clothis. I think this is what I want. I mean, the Dragonfires are probably worse. Actually, let's do that. Make sure these go back in. That's probably smarter. Though part of me does kind of want one more ambush. But I think we're going to go with this. Alright, see you later, Avery. Also, welcome everybody to the channel. I've noticed a lot of people have been coming and going. I definitely have to mulligan this because we have no early plays. Reluctantly, I will keep this one. His hand is definitely nowhere near as good as we had last game. But yeah, I do have Ikoria codes we can give out later. Unfortunately, I'm just kind of racing against the clock to finish this event. Well. Not a whole lot we can do here. I was like, and Teferi on time? That would have hurt. Alright, so we're gonna Gem Razor here. I just gotta figure out. Nah, we just Gem Razor this 0-4. I think is the... Ah, dang it. Clothis is really good here too, though. I think we just do this. Because if they bounce it, whatever, we get to use them again. I mean, they'll get some life off the others, but that's fine. They'll make the other 0-4, but if they chump with it, no big deal. If they decide not to chump with it, that's probably going to tell us that they already have a Luca, so then we'll probably just use this ambush to kill it. Oh, and there's the fairy. Alrighty then.
Slow this down. No, I am not making this up as I go.
Yeah, this is tough, because if they already have a Luca, we're just going to game 3 here. Which they very well might. Alright, I gotta have to do it this way in case they don't.
We should have seen that coming.
So we can use the Gem Razor to kill the 0-4. Okay, Narset. You're not there yet, I guess. Okay. I guess this means we can leave them without a creature. Oh, they had Omen of Fire. Dang. Okay, well. That's not what we like to see. Alright, hunting again. Alright, Omen. Sure. Oh, they left one on top. What did they take? Oh, the fairy. Alright.
You show remorse, I'll show you straight. I'll protect you.
Oh, land, where are you? Oh, that hurts so much. Ugh. Man. Think that's the beginning of the end. Oh, typical amount. I mean, sometimes you just don't draw them. Yep. Alright. Time to go. I don't think I would change too much. Overall, it was mostly fine. Like I said, Bone Crushers still are bad like we thought in this fight. Oh, boy. We're going to be on the play. You know what? I think I am just going to do this. And we're going to rock those ambushers and see if that helps. Nope. Actually, hold that thought. One less ambusher, +1 robber. I think that's what we want. All right, game 3. I have a feeling we're going to be playing a lot of game 3s today, the way things are going. Oh, gross. Definitely have to mulligan that. All right, this we can keep. Question is, what do you get rid of? I think it has to be one of the robbers. I know I didn't have to take land or damage here, but I'm just doing it anyway so I can't accidentally not play a red land on turn 2. Protecting myself from myself. Alright, that's a nice one to scoop up from him. Though we know they're now playing Omen of Fire, so that's going to off something, I'm sure. This is actually kind of a nice scenario. Omen of Fire, get a Pelt Collector. No. There it is. Nifty. Alright, let's go ahead and get this Clothis into play. Now if they get a white land, it does become a problem because this robber could just die to the Omen of the Sun. Okay, well we get a free pass here. Come on, something good. Give me a Questing Beast. That'd be great. Or even a Spellbreaker, because then I can just play this Temple. Actually, there's a lot of cards. I'm not even greedy. There's so many things I could take right now that weren't lands. That was probably one of the worst things I could take there. Actually, I kind of messed up. I should have attacked first. Because randomly they could have an enchantment or something I wanted to play there. Well, that's randomly good to know. Fires into Teferi? Birth of Meletus. Alright. Well, now I just got to get cards in the graveyard. One way or the other. Oh, you're kidding. Oh, boy. Alright, well, I guess we can at least take their Elspeth Conquers Death and remove their Fires of Invention? I mean, but if they have Luca, we still die, right? Because they're going to get the 0-4 from the Birth of Meletus? Yeah, I guess we can't not do it. Man, just 4 rips in a row of just land. That sucks. Tough way to go down. Oh, they had another Fires. Alright. Oh, they had Luca anyway. Like, they... Sure. I guess we're not dead yet, though. Alright. Oh my goodness. Why? Why? This is the worst. 5 lands in a row. 6 lands in a row. Ugh. Yeah, now we're dead. Because now I can just take our Clothis. All I have is 2 Forest in hand, y'all. It's bad. Yep. Yep. We're done. GG's. Oh, that hurts. That's a rough way to go down. Yep. Ugh. That makes me cry inside. That's a rough one, because I don't think I played that one too badly. Just couldn't get there. Alright, well, we can afford one more loss. in there, you know, that's a good example. I'd say, like, I don't even feel like it was the matchup that was the problem. I mean, their deck's good, but I mean, if we'd have gotten any realistic creatures at any point, we could have had them low enough to probably try to win. Especially with Clotha sitting on table. I mean, we drew so many lands, we couldn't even get our own things in the graveyard. So Clothis only got one real activation, which kind of sucked. Uh, hmm. Yes, we will keep this. Opponent's also playing Yorian. Not a surprise, I expect to see a lot of that today. And truthfully, since we have double temple in hand, even if we picked up a something like, yeah, that can stay. Picked up something like a pelt collector, wouldn't really do anything anyway. Hey, thanks for the follow. Okay. Let's get this in. It looks like a lot of the versions have moved to playing Omen of Fire, so if you run into those, be aware that's a thing now. We're working on it. I think it's going to be a rough day. I don't know if I'm going to get to the 7 wins. It's pretty hard to do. Many players much better than me have already failed today. I'm just debating if I'm just going to play the Gym Razor here or not. I think I am. I mean, it just forces the opponent to use their Omen of the Sea. They didn't play it to Fairy this turn, so if they have one, it'd be one that they draw. And then if they decide to shatter this guy, well, I'll get a card and they're only killing one thing, really. Because in this deck, really, Gym Razors are used more as spells than creatures. Also, welcome everybody to the chat. Looks like we have a lot of people strolling in here. Making our way through day 2 of the Arena Open. Not doing too well. We're already 1-1. Had some very bad luck last game, which hurt us on the inside. But, you know, we do what we can do. Okay, so we get another Spellbreaker. That's not nothing. You know what? I think I will just play this Spellbreaker and attack for 3. Because, I mean, if they want to deal 3 to all of our creatures and kill a Spellbreaker, so be it. Ooh, this gives us a chance. We attack with Ceratops and Spellbreaker to put the opponent to 3, and then we have another Spellbreaker to play after that. That's kind of nice. Oh no, why are you targeting my Spellbreaker? What are you doing? Oh, they must be ready to play Omen of White so they can block some things. That's not good. Alright, so knowing that, what do we do? If we play both Spellbreakers, that's 6. They could block 2, take 4, go to 7. Well, no, because then they also gain 2 from the Omen, so they'd be at 9. I could attack for 4 the following turn, which they, or 5, to put them to 4, which they could remove. That's not great. Oh, gosh. Yeah, what sucks is playing the Ceratops here is actually bad for us. I actually need to just play this, which kind of sucks. Yeah, I'm going to give it haste. I know they're going to get swept, but I think it's what we got to do. And then we're actually going to end up having to use the Bone Crusher Giant to kill the 0-4. I think. That's how this is going to end up. Though they didn't play it. Oh, man. Could we have gotten away with that on that turn? And set up a win? Oh, that hurts. I guess I overthought that one. Hey, Meek. Sorry, I'm kind of back and forth with chat right now. There's a lot happening. It's been a very busy 24 hours for me, so I'm trying to focus on a lot of things at once. Oh, this is bad. All right, so... Well, no, that's fine. If they Luca and just get a agent, they can't block... Oh, ooh, Teferi. All right. What do we do with that? No, when you have a Teferi. Teferi could bounce a Spellbreaker. But then we could shoot the opponent. What's... if you have the 0-1 next... Or the Omen of White... You'd be at 3. You could block 1. Go to 2. But we can ambush to get the wall out of the way. Alright, I think we just shoot the opponent here.
Sorry I'm late.
Oh no.
I got you.
Okay, so they're just gonna instant speed do their thing. Okay, that makes sense. So what can we do here? Can't really kill their wall. I mean, we could after the fact. Because we could Bone Crusher kill the wall. 2, 4, 5, 6. But they already have 7 line. That sucks. Because if our Bone Crusher's untapped, then they can steal that with an Agent of Treachery. We don't like that either. This is a whole lot of bad news for us. Turns out I should have held on to that Bone Crusher Giant. I wasn't even thinking. If I play this... Actually, wait. Does that win? Oh, wait. This is still a win, right? Because it's 5. They'll deal 3 damage to the wall. Yeah. Oh, man, I almost missed that. I almost made a grave error. I was thinking about them dealing 3 to everything. But if they deal... No, I'm not going to risk killing the wall because right now they have the ability to play instants. Or sorceries as instants because it's a fairy. So if they deal 3 to everything, I wouldn't actually get the trigger... Or wouldn't actually get to kill their wall. But this way, if they do it, their wall already has 3 damage on it. So I only have to get 1 damage across. And I can give the Ceratops trample. Which would be 4. So we should be good to go here. Alright. Pretty sure that's the play they're lining up. Yep. And then we give this trample. Ooh, level 9,000 big brain plays. Oh man, almost missed that. Feel like I got a little bit lucky there. I was thinking about the right card, but I almost didn't go 1 step closer. Like, that's kind of the tricky parts of Magic there. Oops, not that. Alright, I think that's the way we're going. Oh yeah, Ceratops carries a lot of wins against the Yorian decks, for sure. Rezexio, thanks for the follow there. I don't want to ignore anybody while this is happening. Yeah, day 2's best of 3. Yeah, I guess we got to keep this. Ooh, Castle Ambreth. Are you any good? Honestly, we just have too many lands already. We can't take that. I would like to, but we can't. See, this is the tough part. Knowing that they're playing Red Omens now really makes playing this a lot tougher. I think I'm going to make it a 3-3, y'all. Sounds a little great. I think if I was on the play, I'd make it a 2-2 and just get the damage in. But since we're on the draw, because if they don't have a way to kill it, if they have Teferi, we just attack Teferi. Not a big deal. If they have Omen of White, they don't kill it. And that's kind of a big deal. Because otherwise, they could have just taken none. Yeah, see, exactly. That's like not a surprise. Okay. Do I just want to kill your things? I think I'm going to play this a bit differently here. And just keep the opponent from looking for cards, setting up what they want. It puts a creature. It puts a card in the graveyard for Klothys. And they don't have double white, so this is a 5/5. So I mean, they could bounce it with Teferi if they want. Okay. They may want, but they don't have. So that's a thing. Alright, we're going to attack with just this. Alright, I feel a Luca in our future, team. Good news is we'll get one shot in because our creature is tapped. Yep, there's Luca, as expected.
Tools of war surround me.
All right, we're going to... Ah, man, this is a bad situation. Alright, we're just going to play the Ceratops, attack into Luca. Knowing that, sadly, we're likely to lose the Ceratops next turn. But if we don't, our situation's not that bad. If we do, then maybe we hope to get something with Embercleave across the finish line. Yeah, Agent of Treachery is definitely the problem. It's not Luca. Alright. Okay, that puts the opponent down to 13. They can play Yorian. They could take something and get that back. Oh boy, this is going to hurt. We would take at least 7. We're going to go to 8. We could put deal 5, put the opponent to 8. Get at least 1 trigger from Cloth. Well, no, nothing's going to be in the graveyard, actually. That's unfortunate. Alright. I mean, not a lot we can do. Yeah, this is a case where had we been on the play, this hand would have actually won. But being on the draw, we're going to be too far behind. Yeah, I actually have a deck I played with Trostani in it. It was an Abzan deck. Ooh, what if the opponent messes up? Oh, you can't actually... You can only Yorian your own stuff. So that doesn't help. They can't make that big of a mistake. Oh, they kept their agent back. Interesting. Why not just attack with Agent? Because you can just put it back into play. That's just giving us 2 life for no reason. Ooh, if we get a... Oh, dang it! Oh, we can't anyway, because the stupid Elspeth Conquers Death makes stuff cost more. Boo. Man, that had potential. That sucks. Alright, well, we'll see what happens. Needed to land either way. Man, Elspeth Conquers Death just does too much. It does too much. Yeah, opponent, there's nothing in the graveyard. That was the whole issue I had. Oh, and they had more Banishing Lights. Okay, we're dead. We're not going to get out of that one. Let's go to game 3. Mostly because there we would have had to block to not die, and then I wouldn't have had a way to kill them. They were still at 8. Okay. Well, all that being what it is. Trying to figure this out. All right, let's go. Man, even Cinder Vines there toward the end would have been good. Yes. Ambush is fine. I bring them in sometimes. That's actually what I'm thinking about right now. I'm just trying to decide how badly I want the Gem Razors. But I think I'm going to go down to 2 of them. Bring one of these in. And really, I'm hoping to draw the Cinder Vines. Like, those cards are the best cards against this matchup. And I've failed to draw them either time. In 3 attempts, I have drawn 0. No, it's generally too slow. I mean, because Luca, they usually get like 1 activation, and that's fine. We did get a Cinder Vines, but not with the lands we wanted, but I think we have to keep it. We're just putting Temple into play first. Gonna play turn 2 Robber, hopefully play turn 3 Pelt Collector and Cinder Vines, and then we'll just see what happens after that. If we don't draw land, then we're definitely just packing it up early. Alright, we need that, so that's got to stay on top. This is the one match where you don't even care if you get anything with a Robber of the Rich. You almost just want to take their lands. Occasionally, you can get like a Teferi or something and make a little something out of it. Oh, Glass Casket. All right then, opponent. I don't hate that actually, though. Mostly because it gives us an opportunity to get it back. So I definitely want this in play, so unfortunately I'm not going to play my other cards here. Depending on how our mana comes up too, the best play might be Gem Razor on a Pelt Collector and then kill that Glass Casket. Get in for 6. Yeah, I think that is the play I want, actually. All right, good deal. Okay. Well, if a board wipe comes, it comes. Hopefully you have to take 2 damage to do it. That would be nice. Because then you would take a 3rd damage from Cinder Vines. Yeah, the opponent was checking out the center vines themselves just to see what's going on. I mean, Shatter has to be the play either way, right? Oh my goodness, team. Why would they not Shatter here? So you Omen of Light. You go to 12. 1 blocks the robber? Or 2 block the robber? Well, no, 1 blocks the robber, so you have a token up, so you can cast Luca the following turn. That's the plan, right? So then they take 7. So that puts them down to 7. They take 1 from Cinder Vines, puts them to 6. But then we can Cinder Vines to deal 2, so that puts them to 4. I don't know. This is going to be real close. But I'm assuming it's White Omen here. Well, there's one of them. Oh, it's just Shark Typhoon. Man, okay, cool. That's way better. Then Luca's not even a concern here. Yeah, this is great. Man, haste creatures to the rescue. Yeah, now we're in pretty good spot because no spell counter is good enough because that's going to put them to 4. We can cast our best creature in hand, which is this guy, and still have a Cinder Vines. I mean, Cinder Vines good for 2 damage against all but a handful of things in their deck. I mean, even Yorian here, if they tap out, they're just dead. Yeah, even if they shatter, they'll go to 4, and then we play Spellbreaker. Then they're at 1, so they can't cast a non-creature spell at that point. So I think that's going to do it. I mean, I can't think of anything they're going to do here. It's going to change that. I'm going to look just because, make myself feel good. Oh, well, that's bonus. We'll keep that on top. Alright, I'm not sure. I mean, I guess they could have something for the Gem Razor. Okay, they're saying good game. Alright. Oh, a Justice Strike. Okay, fair. Reasonable. But yeah, they would have been just as bad off even if I didn't have the other Spellbreaker. Same scenario, they'd end up at 1 life. So. Alright. Well, we are 2-1. Slowly making our way through this thing. I don't even know how much time we have left, actually. I think we have about 2 hours. They should have had the countdown on this page, because I feel like I have to leave the page to see the countdown. But, oh well. Let's do it. Man, I can tell you how close these games are, because in that second match, just that one turn where I almost didn't cast that Ceratops is the difference in our record right now. Playing against Umari. Alright, this is going to be a bit different. Man, Umari could be a lot of things. I'm going to keep this. Only because I have a temple here. I think I've got about 2 hours. When I started, I had 3 hours, 18 minutes. That's true. It's probably Winota. That'd be a good guess. Okay, well, they are taking some damage themselves. With it being Winota, I guess this is what we have to do. We're pretty bad game 1 against them. Game 2, we have a bunch of removal, so we just have to hope they don't have what they need. So sometimes people get greedy. They keep the hands with like a Boreal Grazer 2 land and then no way to get up from there. So, we'll see. Oh no, this is just big Gruel? Oh man, I could be getting hit with the big, whatever that thing is, the 6/6 guy that gives you tokens for tramplers. That could be real bad in our future. Alright, attack with this little guy. Play this. Know that there is an Umari in our future at the very least. Alright, it's just a very innovative and enterprising Winota list. Good deal. Well, we're dead this game. Time to go to game 2. Alright, there's another Winota. So we're going to take at least 6. Yeah, I don't see how we survived next attack step. I mean, we'd have to get a miracle for the opponent to miss that many triggers. But, I don't know, maybe. I don't know, it could be. I haven't seen this version of Winota that plays the Raptor. It makes sense, though. Though it's a little more dangerous, because honestly, if I would have had a Giant in hand and something like that happens, or a Shock, then they just don't get their attacks. Like, I'd rather not be making my Winota so much weaker, you know? You take my Goblin because it's a non-human opponent. Like, what are you doing? This is the worst when somebody has the win, but you have to like make them go through the proper actions to beat you, and they don't know what to do. All right, they chose correctly finally. Do I want to block anything here? Not really. All right, we're not going to get there. That hand already wasn't great. That did us no favors. Let's bring in these red cap melees. The dragon fires. I kind of, The problem is they're not necessarily, actually, if they're playing the Raptors, they're probably not even playing the Goblins. So Flame Sweep's no good. Man, I've not even seen this build before. So this is kind of interesting to me. Ceratops sucks in this fight. Clothis is no good because we don't want to go long. That's for sure. I guess I got to keep Bone Crusher Giants because now that I know that they have the Raptor, I got to be able to kill them. Yeah, I get it, Rezexio. It can't be stolen, but the truth is, if we're at that stage, it almost doesn't matter because I can't punt. The thing is, it's not about them taking my stuff. It's about just being able to deal with their stuff before they can take it. If at any point they're already at the point where Agent can start taking my things, unless I'm literally just a few points away from killing them, it's going to be a bad time anyway. So I would rather be able to play more things faster, especially with haste and stuff, to be able to keep coming after them, to force them to block or do something with the creature so they get fewer Winota triggers. Sorry, I'm just kind of like pausing here. Looking at the Gym Razors are going. Because they don't really do anything. Other than being a 4/4 with trample, they don't do anything else here. I think that's the best I can do. Gotta hope. Hey, Titans fan. You are here in match 4. I'm going to game 2, just getting to watch me struggle. maybe with a Winota deck. Gosh, I don't know what to do. Yeah, we'll keep it. We got to draw a land, but I mean, can do what we can do. Oh, that's no problem, man. Believe me, there are a lot of good people to follow. I am now constantly surprised at people I've watched before, and the thing tells me like, "Oh, you can hit this and follow, or you could resubscribe," and I'm like, "Oh, I can realize I didn't do that." I tell people all the time, there are so many quality people making good Magic content right now. All right, we definitely want to land. All right, I'm gonna make this first one a 3/3. Future ones I will probably make 4/4s, but we'll see. And if the opponent just does nothing for another turn, then maybe we just make another 3/3 and make them deal with it. Alrighty then. Ooh. Alright, 3, 6, 9. What are the odds that they're playing a sweeper? That they got, like, tricky with some sideboard randomness. I don't think they did, but maybe. I also kind of like the idea of making this one a 4/4 just in case. Plus, if they don't draw anything and they just decide to play Umari, we can still kill Umari. I actually like that plan a little bit better. Though, I say that. Maybe that was a mistake too. Well, either way, this will be a win, so it's fine. I was just thinking, if I attacked for 3, they'd be at 5. Even if they played Amari, we would attack through and kill them anyway. But if they do happen to have a sweeper, they would have got all of our stuff. Okay, well, going on to game 3. I don't know what kind of hand the opponent kept for a Winota deck. I mean, I guess we could kill him a bunch of different ways. Doesn't really matter. I just went ahead and did that because I don't need to show them that we're playing Domri's Ambush or whatever, because they may not know. Yeah, I guess I'm going to leave this the same. There's not much to change. I mean, the cards I took out are just not great in this fight. Yeah, that's one of the things I think people forget sometimes is if you can still win without showing, like, and show them a card they already know or assume you play, you're better off doing that than just playing another one. Because, like, here, they don't know I have an ambush. So maybe in this game, it's possible they play an Umari thinking it's going to live through a thing, and then maybe I could punch through. Or even set up a thing where sometimes you don't kill the Umari, but maybe you just deal enough damage to it that you can trample past it or something. All right, let's see what kind of hand we get. Oh, double temple, huh? This isn't bad. I'm going to keep it. I mean, depending on what they play, if they play like a Raptor on 2, then it kind of means we can't play anything on our turn 2. Because we'll have to just leave the mana open for the Bonecrusher Giant in case they play Winota. Hey, Avery, you're back. Unfortunately, I can't make use of that Pelt Collector as much as I would like to. Yeah, sadly, I think we are going to need that land at some point. Alright, let's see what the opponent does here. Alright, there's Raptor. And I think this falls under what we were talking about, where we can't really do anything here. I mean, I like the strategy for their deck build, though. I mean, I assume you Winota here? Yep. Alright. Now we just have to hope they don't have another one. Oh, why did you not have a land that could have come into play untapped? I want to do something else here, but this will have to do. This at least blocks the Raptor. If they play the Sphinx, we can kill the Sphinx, and they won't get anything special from it. Though, they might just want to go ahead and play Umari. Don't know. I wouldn't be able to ambush Minota before they got a trigger, though. That's the thing. Because ambush is an instant. I mean, it's a sorcery, not an instant. Alright. I obviously don't have that, because you would have probably tried there, so... If we take 2 from targeting our own giant, we don't really care. Oh, questing beast, huh? Alright, well, we won't be playing that giant, most likely, anytime soon. Man, they can actually almost just play the Agent of Treachery against us. It's actually not good. I feel like this is what I want to do. Let's do this. Alright, Sphinx, sure. Oh boy. Alright, well that sucks. We actually have to kill Kenrith. That's a non-negotiable scenario. Man, I badly want to play this questing beast, but we just can't. No matter how bad I want to. Man, it made my last turn bad because I didn't even really consider them just straight up playing the Kenrith. Which I know is in the deck, so it's not like it's a surprise. Alright, so the plan here is just going to be play Questing Beast. Hopefully they don't play something crazy. We attack with everything. And at some point, hopefully we draw an untapped land and attack with, I was going to say our haste creatures, but the opponent's not making it easy. Oh yeah, it's definitely they don't have Winota at this point. It's just, how do I eke these last few points of damage through? And unfortunately, it's probably going to come... Okay, well this is good, because now, well, they could chump block with those. Okay, if I take 4 here, that means on the following turn, they could attack for 4 in the air. So I'd be at 12, go to 8. Could play the Robber to block if I needed to. If we were to get a land here, we could attack with 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, of which 7... Oh no, that'd be 3, 6, 9... 13, 14, 15. 7 gets blocked, so they take 8. They'd go to 6, but then we die the next turn. Yeah, we're just going to jump block here. Yeah, I know, but it's like... It's just setting ourselves up for better future turns, I think, here. They'll probably block with the Sphinx, I would imagine. Unless they feel they need to really dig. Oh, nope, they're just taking it. Okay. Alright. That was not something I thought. Because they already have 6 lands. So even losing Amari doesn't stop them from playing an Agent of Treachery if it's on top. If they just go land, This doesn't look so bad for us. Okay. Oh, really? Oh, if they attack, we can... Oh, no, we'll be just short. Dang it. Yeah, I was going to say, we were real close. We were real close. I was getting excited. Opponent almost fumbled. Block, block, block. Take 5. Go to 5. I would be down to... Well, I'm at 16. I feel like I can just attack here, because they're going to have to give up either the Sphinx or Umari to the Questing Beast. The other one that survived, or isn't blocking, blocks a Pelt Collector. No, that doesn't do any good. That doesn't do any good yet. Just that. Need to put one of these creatures on notice. Alright. That's what I figured. Which is good, because then the next time they block, that Sphinx is likely going to die. Alright, so if they don't get something here, then we can draw a haste creature and possibly win. Or an Embercleave. That'll do, pig. Seven's getting through already. Yep, either way. We'll just make sure we take out that guy. Whew. Alright. Did it, team. Did it. Alright, well, I guess the good news is I've done better than most people I've seen on my Twitter feed, so already ahead of that. 3-1. Still walking on the edge. Claim our prizes. So yeah, so we got 6,000 gems back, plus the cards we got, so not too bad. Well, I will tell you, like, the sideboard helps with Winota decks, but I wasn't expecting to see nearly as many in best of 3. I really thought we were going to be seeing a bunch more Yorian decks and stuff. So that's why the main deck choices were what they were in this build. And, you know, it's like I said, I also feel pretty good playing it because I just play a lot of Gruul decks anyway. Mad Marcel, how's it going? Welcome to the chat. Also, if anybody wants Ikoria pre-release codes, if you haven't gotten any, once I'm done playing, just hang around the chat, and I will make sure you get taken care of. Oh, thanks, Linden. Charlie the Banana King. That is a heck of a name. Alright, they go first. They're playing Yorian. We're keeping. Have a feeling we're going to get some creatures swept away, but so be it. We're willing to walk into that. Interesting. They're playing a version with black. Okay. I wonder if it's 4 colors or it's a different 3 colors. Like giving up red, potentially. Alright, you already have 1 white.
Might be a bad idea.
I mean, they may sweep the board. I don't know. This is so hard to figure out here. I think I'm just gonna... I don't know. I actually kind of want to get Clothis down here, but I'm gonna wait. I feel like we might need that land. this. Put some lesser creatures at risk. If these get swept, next turn I can play Pelt Collector, Spellbreaker, or just play Clothis or whatever. So have a few ways to use my mana still pretty efficiently here. Alright, what does the opponent want to do here? Omen of White? Is that what we're going to do? No? What's even happening? I am genuinely confused, y'all. I don't know what's going on. Alright, spell counters? Is this a counter-heavy version? Yeah, I thought that too. If they have Extinction Event, I'm not that worried about it. Because they wipe those out, then we just play Spellbreaker, Pelt Collector, put them to 5, Clothis puts them down to 3, and then we still have a Bone Crusher Giant for backup. That's fine. Oh, neutralize. Okay. Then I think I want this in play. So if they do Extinction Event, they get rid of the 2 Zertog Goblins. We can play Spellbreaker, attack for 5 next turn. I thought they actually might just Yorian on us or something, but they opted not to. I mean, the opponent has to have a kill card, right? They're not just going to let us attack for infinite amounts of damage here. They're bottoming a bunch of cards, though. Okay, Uro, sure. Don't have enough cards in the yard to get him back. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not quite enough. If we 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, that's less than 10. Oh, wait, never mind. That's the extra land I needed. Ah, I guess it's a good thing I kept that land. Exacxies, team. Okay, so that worked. Unfortunately, I still don't know all the cards the opponent's playing at this stage, so this is going to be kind of weird. I'm going to assume Gem Razors are less good against this version. I mean, they're obviously not playing Lucas and stuff. We know that much. Cinder Vines I definitely want. Dragonfires are probably bad. I'm going to go another Ambush in the weird scenarios where maybe you can use a Questing Beast to kill a Uro or something. Randomly, Dragonfire can be okay too against Uro, because if they block, you can kill and get rid of it, but I'm not sure. We haven't seen enough out of their deck, so I don't really know. So we're just going to do this for game 2 till we have more information. I am assuming the opponent's bringing in some combination of either Ritual of Soot and or Extinction Event, though. So we'll have to keep that in mind as we kind of progress through this game. It's not going to be the easiest thing. Unfortunately, I think we have to do this because we don't have any other red sources on tap. I'm willing to keep Clothis. I mean, we have other spells we're going to play anyway before that, so it's not that big a deal. I'm pretty sure I will be playing a Gruel deck tomorrow to go up on the YouTube channel on Tuesday, most likely. This stream will actually is being recorded now. I'll get it edited up. It'll go on my YouTube page for tomorrow. Oh, there we go. All right, that makes sense that those are in there. All right. Well, that's definitely a thing I'll have to pay attention to. Got all odd casting cost things in hand, really, for the most part. So I'm going to try to dance around that a little bit. Unfortunately, the opponent's going to get some value here if they have an extinction event, but that's okay. Kind of know what I'm getting myself into. If we draw a land, we can try to sneak in there for 5 damage next turn. Alright, you have your Shark Typhoon. Man, extinction event, and then give me a land. So that Shark Typhoon just looks silly. Oh no, they're just Yorian, so they can kill our Spellbreaker. Okay. Well, I still want to land. Yorian can't block this neither. How you like that? Give it. Well, I can take the land here. Yeah. Hold on. Because if I attack, they block with the Yorian. I could use the Bone Crusher Giant to kill it, because that's one of the few uses we're going to get out of it. If the Extinction Event at that point, they also lose Yorian, which we're kind of okay with. If they don't block, we'll just play the Pelt Collector. I mean the Bone Crusher Giant. No, you know what? I'm not. I'm just going to go ahead and get the Ceratops right now. Plus the Ceratops also adds 2 pips, which gives us a chance to bring Klothys alive next turn, if it's still on the table. So there's a chance we could play Spellbreaker and something and then try to come across with everything. Do have to be careful though, because they do have an extinction event. Then we would also lose Klothys at that point, because Klothys would actually be a creature. And it exiles, unfortunately. Alright, opponent's going to go to 17. Won't be able to do much with that Uro. They can't really attack us though, which is good here. Man, I need one more land. This is just bad enough. So I have 2, 4, 5. 6, 7 with the Spellbreaker. We attack with everything. The opponent has to block, because they're going to take at least 5. They'll block something. So that means we're not putting Klothys at risk. So yeah, I think the Pelt Collector is just going to eat it. Unless the opponent... Well, if they're afraid of shock, you're still going to block the Pelt Collector, right? Yeah, exactly. Now, the downside is we did make our board susceptible to another Othakaya. So, didn't do all the work we wanted to do, but it's not bad. We also, in theory, have 4 damage in hand from a Hasty Robber plus a Bone Crusher Giant at this point. And if they have an Elspeth Conqueror's Death, I'm assuming you have to use it on the Ceratops. But then Klothys, this, and this wins. I think. So let's see what happens. And the opponent's still not attacking here. That's for sure. Ooh, that was a good pickup. I don't hate that at all. Actually, I guess we just don't do anything. We can just shoot the opponent for 2. Well, no. Let's do... Yeah, we gotta at least do this. Because then the next time the opponent casts a spell, we'd be able to end the game. Because they go to 4, we shoot them, and then they have to get rid of Clothis or Cindervines, which I don't think they can. Sure, you have a Shark Typhoon. Resolves. Because, I mean, we can still pay 4 on our turn, so we're not that worried about it. No, I don't. It only goes up to costing 4. So we're okay. I mean, I could have, but I don't want them to know I have it. Because, like, we could shoot them and then they could have responded playing, like, Omen of White or something. I'd rather try to create a situation where maybe they try to do it during our end step or something. I don't know. Because they're also in bad shape if we just get another haste creature. Because we have 4 on the table already. I mean, we've got... Okay, Teferi's going to cost him 1. Alright.
Stand by and watch.
You want to stop that. Do I... Yeah, that's fine. Sure.
Here we go.
Ah, Drake. That is a thing you can play, opponents. You can definitely play a Drake. Oh, boy. Alright. Well, I guess we want a Spellbreaker? So we get something with Trample? Oh, well, that's cute too, I guess. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, if I just replay Clothis, it's still just as fine. Yeah, let's do that. No attacks. In the turn. I mean, they had nothing good to get back. Yeah, I think we're still in good shape. Yeah, that's what I thought they were going to do. But the thing is, if they bounced the Oath, then I would have just targeted the Oath, and then they would have died. Unless you're just cycling? Alright. Yeah, unless they're trying to gain... Yeah, more than 2 life, they're dead. Yep. I told you, man, like, Cindervines is the best card against them. Alright, well, we're slowly trying to make it. We got our second loss, or our first loss in the second match, and we have just been on razor's edge this whole time. Alright. Up to 4-1. Now collecting 10,000 gems. Yeah, when you get the opponent under about 6, or even at 6 or less, and you have a Cindervines in those scenarios, it gets really bad for the Yorian decks. But it's amazing how often I've seen Gruul decks without that in the sideboard, and it's weird because you're playing against a deck, the biggest deck in the format plays mostly non-creature spells, and they're all enchantments. So it's just like, you're always going to have targets for it. And not even joking, in those matchups, I would probably keep some hands that would have been like 1 creature, double Cindervine, 4 lands. I probably would have kept that. Welcome, Hat Life. Didn't see you come in here. There's a whole bunch of people in here today. Welcome everybody to the channel, by the way. I am PowrDragn. I normally stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, 9 p.m. to midnight Pacific time. However, I am trying to play this MTG Arena Open, so, you know, I'm on here on a Sunday. Figured I would share it with everybody. Sorry, I'll have to see my logo across the bottom. I'm using that to cover my hand in case somebody wants to get crafty and do some stream sniping or anything of that nature. Kind of reduces that risk. I don't know how many people are. I mean, the way our opponents played, I don't know. They're probably not. I have no idea. But at least make it a little bit difficult on them if they're going to try. All right. Looks like they finally got us an opponent. Zombie HH. You know what else is funny? We've won a lot of these where I think we've only been on the play twice. Another Yorian deck. All right. We'll keep this. I don't know if y'all noticed too, when we come into the stadium, you can see the little people like slowly filling up the seats or whatever as it starts. All right. The problem is now I don't even know what version people are playing. I assume more people will be playing Bant, but ugh. All right. Think we're gonna get in with Robber of the Rich. The Fairy? Sure. Sounds like a plan. See, these situations are tough, but I think the plan is still just play Spellbreaker and then just make better use of our mana next turn.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
Because honestly, we want the Spellbreaker to be a 4/4 in some of these cases because they are playing the 3 damage sweeper, they are playing a couple other things.
This isn't a fight you can win.
And if they Shadow the Sky, obviously we get a card off of it. In this case, though, the way things have now fallen, guess we're gonna do that. I'm tempted to play this as a 3/3, so if the opponent just decides to Yorian because they don't have anything better, we could turn it into a 5/5 and fight, which doesn't suck. But we already have the Ceratops, so I'm not gonna do that right now. There's a chance they're just going to sweep these 2 little knuckleheads anyway.
It's only a matter of time.
Yeah, I would love to steal some Lucas from them, but we'll see. God, they just drew Imphy to fairies. Like, this is the thing. I actually had to argue with somebody on Twitter because they couldn't understand why I thought Teferi was good against aggro decks. And it's because of stuff like this. And it's loading the opponent's hand. Good news is we do have enough mana, so we're going to go ahead and Zerta Goblin with haste. We're going to put one of these on a Zerta Goblin so we can keep them from getting their 0/4 and they can't Luca us next turn easily. Then we're going to attack the fairy, attack the opponent, put them to 12. We'll likely get our board swept and get a card. And then we'll see what happens after that. My plan right now looks like just play Ceratops, get in. Oh, this is all we got. Oh, man. All right, are they just going to try to Luca us next turn? If so, I think I feel pretty good about this. So let them block that. They take 7, go to 5. We could Yeah, I think that's still the best thing. Because if they end up having to get rid of Yorian, they're going to have to get rid of that to get the agent, which I assume it's just going to take Gem Razor. So then they only have one real blocker because Gem Razor, well, I guess I'll take Robber. Gem Razor's about to get blocked. Robber will be tapped. Then we can attack with Ceratops they can't block, plus haste and a damage spell. Yeah, let's do that. This looks like a great plan. If they spend all their mana, just... Well, that's not necessarily true. I guess they could just have... Elspeth Conquers Death to get rid of the Ceratops, and that I only have... Well, the opponent would still be at 5. And then they'd still have to block... Well, they'd go to... Oh, we'd only be able to put them at 1, maybe. That could be kind of bad. Yeah, still got to do it, though. Because if we get a land, then we just play double Spellbreaker. Well, there's a Luca. Which is kind of amusing, but doesn't really do anything for us. So yeah, some combination of... Well, if they get Luca... Actually, to be honest, Elspeth Conquers Death is worse for us than Luca is right now. If they just have a Luca, we win for sure. Elspeth Conquers Death plus something may not be over yet. And it's possible they also still have Omen of White, which can block the Ceratops. We have to spend mana to make it trample. They're going to go to 7. They'll take a couple, go to like 4 or 5. So, have to play that game for a little bit. Yeah, Questing Beast is a good card. That we would love to have one of those. Oh man, if they just shatter the sky, we're gold. I hope they find one. Okay, well that's not what I wanted you to find at all. That's infinitely worse. But this is even better. That's gross. Wow. I was not even thinking about that Solar Blaze or whatever. That is a good way to get around Ceratops. So we kind of stole game 1, especially being on the draw there. That's a... Man, Solar Blaze, that is a big-time card against us. That's... It's good enough that that's a little bit concerning, honestly. Haven't had too many opponents bust that out against us. Yeah, I think we're going to do this. Are we lagging? It looks okay on my end. Yeah. Hopefully I'm not having any issues. I even moved my router into this room and plugged in directly to the router so I wouldn't get any drops while I was playing, just in case. Have to mulligan this one for sure. Oh no! Not like this, deck. Not like this. Oh gosh. Okay. Well. Oh, this hurts. This hurts a lot. Alright, let's see if we can make something out of this. We're going to need some insane top decks, I think. Alright, Birth of Meletus, not our favorite card to see. I'm not going to lie. Not disastrous, but it's definitely not our favorite. Interesting, though. We hadn't seen any other sweepers from the opponent, so I'm wondering what combination of the Solar Blazes along with the other normal things that they're actually playing. Because I don't even have a clue right now. Alright. Omen of Fire, sure. Assuming... Oh, really? I thought you just killed the Pelt Collector, but alright. To each their own. No attacks. Yeah, we're gonna have a hard time getting out of this one, team. Ugh, fires to go with. Alright. Fairy? Sure.
I'm known for my excellent timing. Trust me, I have a plan.
Come on, Questing Beast, where you been? I think we've only cast one Questing Beast this whole dang event, now that I'm thinking about it. That doesn't do anything to help us at all. But yeah, that's weird. I just thought about that. Like, we've literally cast... Oh, that's not two. We had the one game where we had two Questing Beasts in the same hand. That's the one time we've seen Questing Beasts today.
I've got it.
Which would have been great on that last turn. Now I think we're just in trouble. Because now they get to cheat with their fires. You remove fires, now you can play another spell or two.
Only time will tell. Show remorse. I'll
Yep.
show restraint.
Oh, that is a turn late even. I don't think there's anything relevant we can do here. I mean, I'll still play it just to see what happens, but I'm pretty sure we're done. I mean, we're not going to get to cast this Embercleave. I mean, they just wait. Well, they already have the lands they need anyway with fires. So, I mean, Luke is fine, right?
Oh, I've done the
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think I only had one game where I think we actually got it. Oh, no, that's not true. I guess we did have it twice. 2 games. All right. Yep. I'm just willing to move that on. We don't have anything we're going to punch through with that. All right. This is it. Game 3. This decides the rest of the event. Okay. Do I want to squeeze in ambushes or not is the question. The weird thing is, because the opponent's playing Solar Blazes, and we know that, I kind of want the Bone Crusher Giants. In a weird way. The problem is, between Teferi and... I don't know, we're on the play, though. Hey, Thillian, how's it going? I'm doing well. This is tough. I'm just debating Embercleaves right now. Because between Elspeth Conquers Death and Teferi, it does get very hard to cast them. But we are on the play as well. Because I almost feel like we could get by with another ambush and a Bone Crusher Giant over the Embercleaves here. Even though we're on the play. This is tough. You know what? I think I'm going to leave it as is. I mean, another Robber, it's not true. I think I'm just going to leave one Embercleave in. And gamble. Though, y'all know, if we were just regular streaming, this would be a 61 card coming in after a sideboard. Because I do that a lot. Yeah, let's keep this. I'd rather that Temple not come in tapped, but, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Oh, the opponent's giving a long think. That might be good for us. Or, you know, their dog might just be begging for something. Never know what's going on. Yeah, that's true. I do have 7 cards. That last game was tough. I mean, both of those openers were not good. Man, the wild thing is, I don't know if I still don't know if I need the Spellbreaker to be a 3 or 4 power creature. Because the way the opponent's deck is built. Which is good for them, because I have to make a decision here that I'm not going to like either way, I think. But if we attack for 3, or make it a 3, then we attack for 8, opponent's at 6. If they don't play the 3 mana spell, then we can win next turn. Potentially. If they do, and we attack them for 5, then they're at 9. Yeah. It's not pretty, but I think this is what we have to do. I mean, unfortunately, I don't know, and I'm just playing with the safer knowledge. Oh, Ceratops. See, Ceratops is like that snuggly pillow whenever you're having a bad day. It's just like, I know you're having to make hard decisions, but I'm here to help you out. Oh, can we hit opponents? It is any target. Ooh, that's nice. That's real nice. Because now we can get that 0-4 wall out of the way just in case. Or maybe hit the opponent. I don't know. I need to see how they block. Man, this is the one time Robert the Rich is letting us get some goods. Like... Alright, so opponent's going to take 4, 5, 6. Well, making the opponent take 8 doesn't necessarily do anything. The thing is, we have to kill the wall. Because if they do whatever, Solar Blaze or whatever, the hell. Like, then we just win with Ceratops. What does Solar Blaze even cost, guys? Can somebody bring that up in the chat real quick? Actually, I can do it. Okay, 4. That's what I thought. Okay, yeah, then we have to do this. Just to guarantee the win, so we can't get in trouble. If it costs 5, I would have just hit the opponent. No, I'm okay, because the only other thing they can do here that I can think of would be to play an Omen of White. We already took one of them, so it means they likely don't have one, but if they do, they could go to 5. I feel like I go ahead and just play this. Because again, if they have Omen of White, we're still going to be able to win. Because of the trample here and this becoming a 2 power. Fires. Cool. Sweep the board. Yep, there's the Solar Blaze. Right on time. Haste it up. Get in there and get her done. Woo! All right. Well, if we win the next one, we get 1K. That'd be nice. All right, we are now 5-1. Record updated. Well, it's a lot of preparation, dude. Like, I've played a lot on stream with Gruel, and I've played a lot against Yorian matchups. It is not uncommon. Now, I will tell you, I have not played much against Solar Blaze versions. That was new to me. So I apologize on a couple of spots where I'm taking longer to make the decisions. All right. Let's see what we can do. Barry getting excited, huh? I mean, honestly, I'm happy with this. Like, if I'd have gotten even just 3 or 4 wins, I was going to be a success today. Believe me, with everything else going on in the world and all the other distractions I've had the last 2 days, like, 5-1, I am already happy with. Well, I'm not happy with this, though. Man, and we're on the draw again. All right. Playing against Yorian. I'm going to keep this. Get rid of Gem Razor. We will keep the Clothis. All right, deck. We don't want any more lands for a little bit. I would like to draw the fun cards. Well, that's not the worst thing to draw there. Though, unfortunately, I have a feeling that Teferi is going to pick up our Pelt Collector, which is going to make us sad. Hey, thanks for the follow. Man, why are they playing Oath of Red now? All right, got to do it. If they have it, they have it. F it. Oh, God. Please don't. All right. I mean, it really just means that they just have a Shatter the Sky in hand, but that's fine. Or honestly, I don't know. Maybe they are playing more Solar Blazes. Maybe that's just a super common thing these days. That was an interesting block. That doesn't feel like they have a sweeper. That's very peculiar. I'm not sure what to make out of that, everybody. And they're going to get to scry here. Alright, this is going to come in tapped. We're going to play this. Maybe their hand is like Agent of Treachery, Teferi, something. It's pretty good here depending on what happens, because it's very possible the opponent could do something like Teferi or Shatter the Sky, then Clothis gets in a couple of hits before maybe they, like, the next turn play Fires and Elspeth Conquers Death or whatever. The next couple turns are going to be pretty tenuous depending on what particular cards the opponent has. Alright. What's your sweeper of choice, opponent? Time to show it. Okay, there's a Fires. Yep, there's the Elspeth Conquers Death. See, and that's what I was saying. Like, that's the tough part. Oh, getting double Ceratops, though. That's nice. So now we can play this one without concern, really. Knowing the opponent's going to Yorian. Cast the Elspeth, Yorian, flicker the Elspeth Conquers Death, get rid of the Ceratops, and then the only blockers they have at that point should be blue. No, even then, they'd be one turn away from dying to Clothis, and that's a different problem for them. Also, again, for those of you that are new to the stream, if you're hanging out and you're here because you saw the thing for Ikoria codes, once we're done with the event, if you hang out, I have a stack of Ikoria codes. I will take care of everybody. These are pre-release codes, so if you haven't played or did not get to purchase an Ikoria pre-release, I can get you taken care of. If you have, I do have other codes for other sets in case you missed some. Oh, no! Okay, what's good? They can only play one more spell. Oh, not true, because they could flicker out the fires. Oh, my. Okay, they're playing Luca. That's fine. We're still good. All right. Woo, that had a chance to go badly, real fast. Oh man, that was almost terrifying. All right. They didn't want to take a land there because they would have just eventually died to the. If they didn't take a land, they didn't know it, but they would have been just as dead because I had a Bone Crusher Giant. So they would have been 2 from the Giant, 2 from Clothis. All right. Well, no matter what, Cinder Vines are in. We know that. We'll see what combination of these other things I want to put in. Man, we've played against, what, Yorian like 5 times in these matchups? We played against a bunch of Yorians. We played against the Winota deck. And I don't even remember what we played against in the first round. There was something, that was like the only non-really meta deck, I think. Oh yeah, Agent's definitely on the list. I wouldn't be surprised if that's culprit number 1. Mostly because there's just too many ways to abuse it. I mean, you can get it into play with 2 or 3 different things. You can ramp into it too easily. You can flicker it in and out of play with Thassa's. I mean, like, there's just so many ways to abuse that card. And truthfully, if Winota and Luca aren't getting Agent, the things they're getting otherwise are much easier to deal with. Because then spot removal ends up having more value. Right now, it just doesn't. Oh, that's not true. The other one I couldn't remember is we played against the blue-green flash deck. That was the other one. Oh, well, we did get Questing Beast. Actually, we have to mulligan this. I don't even have a real turn 2 play right now, except for maybe just the Pelt Collector, which isn't good. This isn't a lot better, but it's better-ish. Alright. I'm going to play under the assumption that our best play is going to end up being this thing on turn 3. But, I mean, we could just be behind here. If they just Teferi us up or something, we're just dead. Callous. What? What? This is what we're doing? Alright. Gotta admit, didn't see it coming. I mean, you know, got me. I mean, I've seen people playing this card lately, but not in Yorian list. I'm not even sure what you're trying to bounce that matters that much. And it's a sorcery. I mean, do I want to just shoot their dude? I mean, I guess so. It's not even worth attacking, because they're just Oath for white, or Omen of the Sun, or whatever here. Alright, there's a Teferi. Yep, I think they're just going to stair-step their way up to Luca, unfortunately, on this one, y'all. Not a whole lot I'm going to be able to do here. This draw just Didn't come together. I thought potentially keeping that hand could give us a chance to kind of pull out of it, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the case. Alright, what are we doing? Opponent's going to Luca and still our Bone Crusher Giant, just seeing if they're going to take damage. Alright, that's expected. Man, this is kind of rough. I sort of... Part of me wants to just put the Ceratops in play, but it feels just way too risky at this stage. Okay, well, that makes my other choice a lot easier, because I was thinking the other choice is just pump up a Pelt Collector. So if I can do that, see what happens here. Alright. So we'll attack. Try to let this hit to Fairy. Target this one at the opponent. Alright, sure. Another shark. Do your thing. Kill my dudes. We're okay with that. Alright, for having such an awkward hand, this is coming together okay. I mean, we're still a long way from getting out of the hole, but a couple of turns from the opponent did not play out like I thought they were going to. That Callous Dismissal and then them double cycling the Sharknadoes. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, this did not transpire at all the way I thought it was going to. That last turn had potential to go so many other directions and just didn't. With all the instant speed, like omens and stuff they play, that was very weird. Alright, Elspeth conquers death, sure. That's cute. Problem is, I don't want to play Ceratops until I can kill this in response to them casting the Luca, or the Yorian. Because I don't want to just lose that for no reason. I feel like that's giving up one of our few advantages here. Though they did... Well, no. They're actually on pace for everything. So let's just see what happens. I mean, this feels like a hand where the opponent's stuck with like 2 Agent of Treacheries and some other stuff. Sort of what this feels like. I could be entirely wrong, though. Who knows? But now we want another untapped land, so we can at least play Ceratops, try to get in there, still defend it from the Elspeth Conquers Death getting blinked out. Blah. It's not great. Not gonna lie, not great. But if they cast something here, we get to do 4 damage, so I mean, minimum. Kill a thing, take 2 from here. Oh no, we don't. There's another Shark Typhoon. Okay then. Well, it was fun knowing you, Pelt Collector. We tried. Alright, now unfortunately we have to do this if we don't want them to get to Fairy back. Yeah. Tried to sit on these as long as I could. Oh, it's funny. Rezexia, I didn't even see your comment. Yeah, exactly. That's the play we had to make for sure. Alright, so now the opponent's trying to race us. All right. So do they have their fourth Shark Typhoon? Man, we have been waiting on a land forever, but I guess I don't really care now. I mean, if they just have an Elspeth Conquers Death, they just have it, right? I mean, that would tap them out next turn unless they draw fires. So there is that. Okay. I mean, if you have Omen of the Sun, so be it. Let's see how bad it is. Because Omen of the Sun, they'd go to 13, spin the 2 to block the Goblin. Yep. So you're at 12, because you took one from the Cinder Vines. Though they may actually only use one to block the Goblin just so they can keep blocking Ceratops. I say, unless they're planning on just wiping the board next turn. Which also makes sense. Actually, even just Yorian isn't bad for them, truthfully. Because then you get the 2 tokens back and you get 2 life. Like, that's a real play. I guess we still would have benefited from me just playing the Spellbreaker there. But, opponent opted to do something completely different. So, okay. Narset. Oh, no. Questing Beast, where are you? You're not there. That's definitely not where you are. Oh, this is not good. I don't even feel like we can afford to attack Narsets. Put the opponent down to 7. They take 1 from the Elspeth Conquers Death is 6. Technically, we could kill it to put them to 4. So, I mean, if we find a Questing Beast and they don't find, like, a Fires or something off the Narset, then maybe we still have a shot. I mean, it's risky letting them search, but I think we just got to do the best we can do under the circumstances. But I do think last turn we probably could have got away playing the Questing Beast and then have the Ceratops here. Only difference, I think it's only a net of like 1 more point. Because we would have got a couple of trample things from there, so I don't know. Well, that's not true. I guess it would have been at 5. Possibly. And that might end up making a difference. I mean, we could also get lucky where the opponent just plays Yorian and then that and that. Maybe we get off the Embercleave. Oh no, they just shattered straight up. Oh, come on, deck. Don't do us like this. Oh, come on. Questing Beast, we can just win. Come on. Oh, that's so heartbreaking. I'm going to pay 2 life, actually. So, in step, I can just put this into play. And then if I get anything with haste, maybe, if it's another Spellbreaker or whatever, it could matter. Because here, if they play Yorian, I have to kill the Omen. Unfortunately. I can't let them have the 2 counters and the 2 life, or else I don't know if we can come back from that. Elspeth Conquers Death? What are we targeting? Because that has to get something that costs less than 3, right? Yeah, it's 3 or greater. So, I mean, you can't... Alright. I mean, are they just playing this to try to get it to Fairy back, potentially? I'm confused. This feels like a weird play by the opponent. They're just passing. Alright. Well, you haven't played counters to this point. Come on, deck. Come on. No. No. Why? 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 Oh. Oh, that just... Oh. Giving ourselves like so many shots. I tried to set this up to give us as many shots as possible, and we're just not hitting it. Oh, this is heartbreaking. And I think what makes it hurt so much is we have so many cards that are winners if we can get them. We have all the mana we need. We could have got by with Robber of the Rich, Zerta Goblin. Ah, this is bad. This is real bad. Yep. This is not good. Damn. Ugh. Alright, well now we need Questing Beasts. I mean, we can't just... I mean... Ugh. Alright, if there was a time to draw a Questing Beast team, this is it.
You're a mighty warrior. I can see.
Actually, hell, even a Ceratops is still a win, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, not quite. Oh, yeah, it would be. Oh, you are not. You are definitely not. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I guess we just have to play it. Oh, man. Oh.
Hone your prowess.
I guess in theory I shouldn't even have killed at that point. Let him have the extra life and then just kill the Elspeth Conquer's Death, but... yeah, we're dead.
You will not see things
Oh, jeez. Oh man, I'm not gonna lie. That one was disappointing. That one hurts deep. I have like around 40 minutes, I think. Man. Golly, that hurts so much. Like I can't even like. Oh. Oh. Man, Robber of the Rich, Zerta Goblin, Spellbreakers, Questing Beast, Ceratops. All would have been winners at some point in there. Didn't draw any of them. Oh, game timer, I'll have to check. I don't even know if I go with Embercleaves here, but I think I'm not going to. I'm going to take out one ambush. And let's just do it. Man. That hurts my soul, y'all. Like... And what's bad is we lost a couple of games like that today where we just had just dead draws. Look, now it's taunting us. There's a Questing Beast. Sadly, can't keep this. Hope this is better. All right, we're going to keep it. There's at least double Cinder Vines. It's something. Man, this sucks having to put... You know what? Bonecrusher Giants. But it's one thing we might be able to cast. We're definitely keeping the hand. Bonecrusher's just going to go. Hopefully this doesn't backfire too badly. At least be kind enough to give us another green land deck. Don't do us like this. Not on the way out. Alright, sure. You can have that. I mean, it's probably going to get Teferied here, but fine. We'll at least get the Questing Beast at Teferi. Yeah, I went 7-2 day one, so it wasn't the most impressive way to get there, but we got there.
I can no longer stand by and watch. This might be a bad idea.
I'm not sure what you're talking about as far as keeping a fourth land. I got rid of a Bonecrusher Giant. I have 20 minutes left. Opponent has... Oh, I have an overlay. I can't see over it. My overlay is getting in the way. Let's see if I can move that. Doesn't look like I can. I'll have to turn that off in a bit. But I have plenty of time currently. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to blow up this fires. I mean, it's not my favorite action, but it's an action. Put the opponent at 10. This might still be it, y'all. If they sweep the board here, they're going to end up at 5 from Cinder Vines, and that might do it. Not quite the way to do it, but we're damn close. Come on, Greenland. Yeah, buddy. There we go. We get to get haste and trample, team. Come on. Put the blocker in the way. Make me spend the mana. Trample so I don't misclick. Boom! 6-1, team. We got at least 1K. Woo! Man, we have had some close ones. But we're pretty much feasting on the Yorian decks, really. Or at least the standard Bant Yorian decks. Hey, thanks for the follow. A bunch of you have been following. I will go down and make sure everybody gets acknowledged. Sorry, I'm just kind of like wrapped up in the game here and a little bit distracted. So 38 minutes to win the last match. Perfect. We have plenty of time. We've raced through the other matches in under, what's that, 2.5 hours? So yeah, we're okay. We're okay. And once you're in the game, you can at least finish the match. So once I start, we're okay. So don't have to worry about that. They don't cut you off in the middle. It's just you have to start your last game before the close of the event. So we're doing okay. And I don't even know if they're pairing up against other people that also have won, or I'm assuming not, because it would be too hard to coordinate that with everybody playing at different times. So I'm assuming it's just other opponents. So that's cool, man. That worked out quite well. Oh yeah. I'm at 1K already, so there's no disappointment. This is well beyond what I thought we were going to be doing today. Dude, thanks for gifting a subscription. That's awesome. All right. Just letting my catching breath for a second. Those last couple of matches were pretty close on a couple of turns. Man, that was wild. Hey, Spammy V. Also, everybody that's new to the chat, if you have not gotten any codes from me before, hang out. After I'm done with this next match, I have a stack of codes I will gladly give to everybody. So just feel free, hang out in the chat, and I'll make sure you get taken care of. Yeah, I did have 2 that were like, that one match, we literally drew the Ceratops at the last chance we could have. So that one was an absolute top deck. I think that was like 2 matches ago. Yeah, that one was pretty crazy. The final numbers, I'm sure they probably will. Somebody will write something up about, 50 people went 7-0 or 7 wins. There's probably like 100 people that went 6 wins. But one of the things I try to tell everybody is, like, as much as people are complaining because people are going to be buying multiple entries or whatever, I'm estimating Wizards of the Coast is probably going to give away somewhere between 150K and 200K in cash and prizes to everybody. So that means at a minimum, they would need between like 7,500 and 8,000 paid entries to get close to even, just average. And a bunch of people played for free on a bunch of those. So like I don't even know if it's making money or they're just giving money away or what. It's cool. But I think it's neat that just average players who, I mean, granted, I'm kind of a has-been, I played on Pro Tour like years ago. But for people who've never played competitively, like this is a chance that if they're just home, roll out of bed, take a shower, and I'll be honest, like I stayed in bed, I was playing with my cat, talking to the wife, like I got up, I registered the deck, laid back in bed some more, went and took a shower, grabbed one of my little fruit smoothie things, and I just took my time. I didn't even get started till after 2 o'clock. I was fixing the computer and doing other stuff. So it was nice to just have that convenience. All right, here we go. Last game, everybody, or last match. Yeah, that's exactly it. It's how many people participated. How many people? Because the thing is, the most competitive people are definitely not going to be excited about it, right? They don't like best of one. I don't even like best of one. But the format of the event, I totally get. Hey, Neff, thank you for the follow and welcome to the Brood. Like, I totally get why people are doing what they're doing, right? So, yeah, if the average person likes playing best of one, and this gives everybody a chance to play multiple times, then great. Because otherwise, we'd have entered once, and most people wouldn't have time to play more than once or twice if you barely missed. But when you're playing just one game, you can play several. And we are on the draw again. Like, I'm going to declare my Gruel deck good because we've won so many damn matches on the draw. Though this hand's kind of garbo. Oh, against Obosh. This hand's definitely garbo because we have to be able to play creatures to keep... Oh, no. Oh, no. I'd almost be tempted if those two stomping grounds were temples, but they're not. All right, well, I mean, at least we got a scorching dragonfire to go with this. Ugh. Okay. Well, this might be where the train stops, everybody. We tried our best. Yeah, Obosh is going to be difficult. Good news is, though, we do have a lot of sideboard cards. Hey, at least he's a friendly red player. I'll give him that. All right, so the plan here in these matchups is really every creature comes in with a counter. We just make a bunch of blockers. All right, light up the stage for... Well, they found another land. No threat? Oh, okay. Oh, they had a skewer. That's not great for us either. Oh, of course, here come all those questing bees. It's okay. I still love you, questing bees. Me and you are going to ride another year together. It's all right. Phoenix of Ash. I guess it's a good thing I have this Scorching Dragonfire. I guess here I want to draw, like, a Felt Collector. That's not bad, though. It's actually really good for getting rid of the Dodger. I think I'm going to go ahead and do this. Well, let me cancel that. Yeah, let me go ahead and let them take their turn first. Because it's possible they may decide to either pump it or play something like an axe this turn or something. And then I could at least get the Phoenix out of the way. Keep them from getting the damage they think they're going to get. Oh boy, Obosh is on deck. Yeah, I think we still have to kill this. Well, I can use the giant to kill it. But the problem is I wouldn't be able to play anything next turn, even if Obosh showed up. That would keep a creature out of the graveyard, because they need to have 3. Yeah, sadly, I think this is the right play. I don't want it to be, but I feel like it is. I'll just be hoping to draw one of these other dragon fires pretty quick. Ooh, Fervent Champ. Alright, so they're setting up. They must have already Obosh mana in hand. That's what they're setting up for. So I'm gonna pass. Let the opponent get their Obosh or whatever it is they're gonna do. Alright. Yep, still only attacking with the one. That's what I figured was gonna happen. Now, next turn gets a little ugly because they can pump their creatures or whatever, but we did keep the required number of creatures out of the graveyard. So that's good. I have to play Questing Beast this turn and hope I draw a land, so I can play both creatures next turn. Or just draw an Embercleave to try to slowly bring this thing to a close if I can. Yeah, the Dragonfire exiles, so they don't get tokens for it. What's funny is I was on a couple of different Discord threads this week, and people were saying like, "What would you even play in Best of 3?" I'm like, "I'd probably just play Gruul." And people were just trying to convince me like, "Gruul doesn't beat anything. It doesn't beat Yorian decks." I was like, "I'm telling you, it does." Like, I have people have watched me play it on stream for like the last month. Those people always bother me though, because I'm kind of always wondering like, what's my benefit of lying to you if I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm still gonna make the same decisions whether you want to play it or not. Uh-oh, they were burn spell. Yep, now we're in trouble. Yep, I think we're dead skis. GG's. Time to move along. All right. Well, we have 2 games to try to get this. These are effectively each $500 ante matches. We want these extra ambushes, flame sweeps. I do think I want Gem Razors because they're just 4/4 blockers. I'm okay with that. Ceratops actually sucks here. So does Embercleave. We don't want those. Clothis, believe it or not, actually not great against red decks because you need a blocker a lot of times, and Clothis not blocking really hinders you. Yeah, the Flame Sweeps are good in this matchup, and if you want to play them against other Lurist decks, it's usually pretty good against all those. Problem is, I have too many removal cards and not enough spots, so I think one ambush has to come out. Can't take out too many creatures because we actually have to have something to block with ultimately. I guess a Gem Razor. The problem is, though, Gem Razor is actually not bad because it also is able to kill the banner. And that's a big deal. I might actually go 61. I was just thinking that, honestly. Okay, if we have Red Cat Melee, Scorching Dragon Fires, Flame Sweeps. You know, one less Bone Crusher Giant, maybe? I don't know. Because the thing is, the ambushes give us more opportunities to actually outright be able to kill Obosh. And that is a big deal. And I'd rather keep more creatures at this stage. So 61 it is. Let's go for it. We already got $1,000. F it. Let's do it. Pelt Collector is actually fine, because if it survives a turn or two, then once it becomes a 3/3 or 4/4, it is a problem for them. I will definitely keep this hand. On the play, granted they do play Shocks, but this is nearly the best thing we could ask for, because also if they're playing Shocks, they're not playing Threats, and that's okay. I assume they want to shock it, though. It's probably still the right play for them. I guess they're just going to wait and see what I play. Making a 3/3. Feel free to shock my dude. Yep. Surprising no one. Good news is with the... Oh. Crap. Well... Maybe they... Oh, well, you didn't side in Dragonfires because you can't play them. Why did you... I mean, is it a handful of a Nax or something? Alright, I'll just attack for 3. It can't be... I was thinking there can't be anything in the way, right? Nothing that's going to kill our dude. I mean, they could pay 3 and... cast a Skewer the Critics. Alright, we're going to get this out of the way and keep swinging. Oh boy. Alright, deck. We need to quit messing around. We just need another dude. We left 27 of them in there. Come on. Phoenix with 1 card in the yard. Okay. You get a Phoenix. I am going to use this to kill a Phoenix, because we may not have to deal with it for a couple of turns still, and I'm okay with that. Especially since they already showed us they didn't have 1-drops, but we're not finding creatures either, so that's not helping. Plus, if Obosh comes down here, we can redcap melee and Domri's ambush it, and that's totally fine. Yep, you don't have enough in the graveyard, opponent. I already checked. Though you're about to have enough. Oh, no, you won't, because one of those is the actual creature you're worried about. This is a great choice, because then we can play this as a 4/4. Use this to kill an Obosh. And attack for 3. And once you start making 5/5s against red decks, life gets real good. Oh, they straight up had another Obosh. That's funny. Okay. So, yeah, we just attack. Why on earth? I mean, I guess if you think there's some magical way, I'm going to let you keep that, but... I actually... Oh, wait, it's my turn. I can't target my Spellbreaker with anything anyway, so yeah, sure. And that leaves mana open, so we should be able to deal with most of what they're going to have. But they have 6 mana, so I mean, they could target the Spellbreaker twice with something. Well, there's one. And then I'm assuming the next is going to be... Yep, Skewer the Critics. Alright, come on. 3 damage haste creature. Come on. Come on, deck. Come on. Alright. Phoenix, sure. I feel like I'm going to ignore the Phoenix for 1 attack. And just take 5 here, because I'm going to target the Giant. Alright. Come on. Come on. Come on, deck. We're trying so hard. Alright. You at least gave me a creature. I'm not going to complain too much. And it's a 4/4. It's not nothing. And it has reach. So hopefully we can bait the opponent into attacking and then pumping and we can kill it. Oh, you had a melee of your own. Sure. Scorch Bitter. Sure. Alright, what do we have in the yard? So we're going to be staring at this thing again next turn? Sure. uh, sure. I mean, I already misplayed this game anyway, threw a game away, so I don't deserve to win it at this point. But we'll see what happens. Though, to be honest, this matchup's already hard anyway. I already knew that. Alright. See if they can get us. They may also just be holding land for all I know. Alright, 10 Sweet Dodger. I mean, it's a blocker, if nothing else. I mean, I ain't blocking. I'll take 2. Well, you're not going to let me block anyway. Fair enough. Alright, deck. It's your time. Oh, I'm so dead next turn. Alright, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm pretty close. Oh, gosh. And that's if that's not a threat in their hand. Alright, well now Questing Beast becomes a winner again. Potentially, depending on what's in their hand. Well, yeah, if it's a 1-drop, for sure, Questing Beast is still a winner. Well, that's not true. You know, because that could very... Well, that's not a bad card to pull here. I was just realizing what that could be, sadly. That's very possibly another red cap melee. But no, even if then, they would have just killed the Zertot Goblin, right? So maybe it's just a land. Alright, it wasn't that. See if you pump or spend mana first. Alright. What if they had an Infuriate right here? That'd be the worst. Okay, they don't. That would be like, boom, got him. Oh, deck. What are these 2 cards they put? They have to just be lands or something, right? Or a skewer or something that maybe they could just shoot us for 3 and it's not enough to kill us? But if they get a haste creature and a skewer, we're still dead. Alright, go for it, opponent. Ball's in your court. I only play like 23 or 24. Anybody who knows me knows I'm notorious for skimping on lands. Hey, we're going to game 3 anyway. Well, I have this one. Whew. All right, we're playing a $1,000 ante game. Man, the way that played out, Klothys would end up being a beast after all. We went back and forth with a ton of removal cards there. That was kind of unreal. I think the problem with this match is I'm trying to play as many removal cards to keep their damage down, but at the same time, we got to actually get things on the table. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I could have won before that. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But the problem is, if we don't get, if we get Clothis too early, it actually sucks for this matchup. But I'm sort of tempted to try it anyway. The Ceratops is actually fine. It lets you block a what you called the Obosh. It's just not fast is the problem. No, no, you're fine. Once you're in the match, you're okay. They don't cut the time off in the middle of the match. It's just you have to start before the end. The problem is I don't even know what I would take out at this stage. I think is the other issue. I mean, being on the draw, maybe we take out like a Pelt Collector. I don't even know if I want to take out a Bone Crusher Giant. Maybe a Gem Razor. If we wanted to try Clothis, I mean, that'd still give us 24 creatures and a bunch of removal. Yeah, Ambush is fine. I mean, we're still keeping at least 2 of those in. But yeah, we're on the draw. Let's see if maybe at least one Ceratops. Yeah, I think this is what we're just going to do, and we're just going to gamble. We're just going to see what happens. Give ourselves a shot. Man, there's a bunch of you on the chat right now. I'm going to have a lot of codes to hand out when I'm done. But we're 6-1. We're going to have a hell of a celebration, let me tell you. Oh boy, what do we do with this? I think we keep this, actually. I don't like it, but we can play Temple on 1. We'll take a little bit of a beating somewhere along the way. But then we can play Collector and Red Cap melee. Yeah, we have to keep that. This is not going to be great, though. We're going to definitely struggle through this game. If we win this one, we're going to be at very low life when it happens. Oh, that's nice. I guess now we just pass. There's probably going to be better uses for a Red Cap melee, so yeah. Okay, banner. I guess we could have been served by having a Pelt Collector in play there. Okay, so we're definitely going to be dealing with Obosh next turn. That's a thing. So man, I'm hoping we draw a red land then next turn. Mostly so we can start setting up other plays. The problem is if these are burn cards in hand and they've got no Obosh, oh, we are not going to be long for this world. Okay. That could matter. We at least get one shot at taking down an Obosh. That's a start. And if we can get counters on either of these, then the Gem Razor can actually kill the banner and get a 5/5, turn something into a 5/5. So that's pretty nice. Oh, they're just playing another banner. Man, really needed a land here. This is the opposite of last game. Well, we're definitely just going to play Pelt Collector. Get rid of this guy. Start getting there with damage. The concerning thing here is they very well could just play Obosh and then shoot the Gruul Spellbreaker, and then that's going to make life a little bit difficult. If we have a second red land, we could at least shoot Obosh with the red cap melee and then ambush, but we're going to need some help. If they don't have the shock, we at least get our turn. Nope, they have it. Damn it. All right, deck, come on. Deliver. All right. All right, we're trying. I mean, they still have skewers and stuff that can kill this pelt collector, so we're not out of the woods yet. Yep, there it is. All right, good news is we do have piles of creatures at this point. That is not bad. Think, though, we just want to play this. Yes, they can skewer it, but I want to get to where we can maybe play both of these in a turn. Bump that up, possibly. Oh, the opponent's out of action. This is it, team. You know what? I'm not even going to care that they have those banners. They can just keep them. We're just going to go wide and get more creatures. All right, let's do it. Because now, even if they have Obosh, I'm just running stuff in, and then I'll flame sweep. Yep, let's do it to it. I mean, if you have something to kill it, so what? Shock kills it. You die next turn to everything. Yep. Think we got there, team. Oh, yep. That's for sure it. That's it. That's it. We did it. Yep. GG's. We ran the gauntlet. Get there. Oh, got her done. And we beat the deadline. We started with 3 hours, 18 minutes left, played 8 matches, got it done with 8 minutes to spare.